Have you ever wanted to know what the top books are for you to read to build your business? The top personal development books. Well, today I'm going to share with you my top 10 books of all time coming up. If this is our first time meeting, my name is Eric Fakunle and I help home business owners generate leads so they can make a profit and live a lifestyle that they love. If this is our first time meeting, definitely get on my YouTube page and subscribe to get videos like this every single week. So I'm excited today because I've read hundreds of books. Both physically and on Audible, but these are my top 10 books of all time. Okay, let's go. Number 1, Brendon Burchard's High Performance Habits. So this book, I was a part of a mastermind, a 4-day mastermind with him and some top people, Anthony Robbins, a lot of top influencers in the world. And he talks about the skills you need to become a high performer. He has trained people like Oprah Winfrey's teams, sports teams, people like that. He has a following of millions. But if you read the book, you'll learn how to think like a 7-figure earner, an 8-figure earner, and beyond. Okay, so definitely pick it up. Second book is Success Principles. Jack Canfield. So I had a good fortune to meet him. I won a contest with the company I was with, and I got to meet with him and learn from him. And he actually signed my book. It was so cool to meet with him. He's a real nice guy. He signed my book right there. I'm really proud of it. And in this Success Principles, you learn a lot of principles that can help you in life, not just business. There are too many to name, but definitely pick it up. I have learned principles that have changed my life totally. All right, so definitely pick up this book. And by the way, Jack Canfield and his partner, they are in the Guinness Book of World Records for selling the most books of all time. The Chicken Soup series of books. All right, so he knows how to write great books. Okay, here we go. All right. The next one is, let's go with this one first. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. Great book. I read it many years ago. Robert Kiyosaki, he grew up in Hawaii as a kid, and his dad was an educator, in a school system. And he learned the principles of building wealth from his friend's dad, who was a millionaire and had built businesses. So, he learned how to be an employee from his dad, but then he learned how to be an entrepreneur, an investor from his friend's dad. And that's why he calls it Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So it's a great book. Definitely pick it up. He also wrote this book. Okay, this is a great book, The Business of the 21st Century. And this book is actually about network marketing. Okay, it talks about the benefits of network marketing, of helping people, of generating an income from the success of your team, right? So if you're new to network marketing, definitely pick it up. Even if you've been around, but you want to get inspired by what you're doing, or you want to share this with other people that you're trying to introduce to your team, definitely a great book to pick up. Next is Think and Grow Rich. This is probably my favorite book of all time. It was written 80 years ago by Napoleon Hill. It's still relevant today. And he spent 20 years interviewing the top richest people in the world. The Henry Fords, the Rockefellers, the Carnegies, the top people back then. And he came up with 13 principles that they all have in common, right? So, one of them is the power of the mastermind, coming together with other minds to make, a greater mind. And I'm in several mastermind groups, and I learn from people that are better than me, which keeps me sharp. Okay. So anyway, pick up this book. You won't regret it. It's the #1 personal development book of all time. And by the way, they just came out with a movie. I just watched it a couple days ago. Great movie. Check that out also. Rise and Grind This book, I love it. I love it. This book is written by a good friend of mine, Damon John. Well, I say good friend of mine. I met him a couple times, not a lot of times, but I won a contest with my company, and I was able to meet with him, share the stage with him. And Damon John writes about basically grinding every day, working hard, having a great work ethic. He started with $40 selling hats in New York. Okay, then his company grew and grew and grew. He created a company called FUBU, for us, by us. And the company now has generated over $6 billion in sales. So it's a pretty big company. You know, a lot of you know him from the Shark Tank. So great book, definitely pick it up. It's worth the read. Who Moved My Cheese? Now this book is one of the smallest books I've ever read, okay? But it's powerful, okay? If you have a problem with procrastination, or you don't take change, when you change, it doesn't feel comfortable to you, read this book. It will change your mindset. It's small, but it's, again, very powerful. Definitely pick it up. Failing Forward, John C. Maxwell. I had an opportunity to meet John C. Maxwell again, another event that I was one of the top people there. So they told me that I get a chance to meet with John C. Maxwell, and I met with the guy, and I mean this book is life changing. Failing Forward. So he talks about how in life, to be successful in life, you need to fail. Now, you cannot succeed if you don't fail. So if you're afraid to fail, you're afraid to succeed. And if you never go for it, you'll never succeed because you're afraid to fail. It's a powerful book. Definitely pick it up. Okay, Failing Forward. The next one is The Power of Focus. Jack Canfield wrote this also with his friend Mark Victor Hansen, the guy that I told you that wrote the books together, top sellers in the world. You know, a lot of times, have you ever talked to somebody about your business and they said, oh yeah, I tried that before. I tried that a couple years ago. I tried that last month, or I tried that last year. Oh, I tried that too. People try things all their lives, never focus on anything, and never have success in anything, right? So this book talks to you about actually focusing on what you're doing and doing it well over time to achieve success, okay? Great book. The last one is The Slight Edge. By the way, they were in no particular order. Slight Edge were written by Jeff Olson. Jeff Olson is a multi-million dollar businessman. He has created a lot of millionaires in network marketing. I met him about 10 years ago at a power training he was doing. And he talks about how success isn't about quantum leaps. Like, it's not about making 100 calls today. No, it's about making 2 calls a day, right? Success is not about, posting, 20 times in one day. It's about posting twice a day, every day, for a year or 2 years. You see what I mean? So whatever you do consistently will show up in your results. All right. So those are the books. Real fast. I didn't want it to be a long video, but definitely dive into some of those books. They've revolutionized my life. The things I'm able to do now, I was never able to do before because of the mindset that changed many years ago that allowed me to build a big business and help a lot of people. All right, so if you liked this video, if you learned something, definitely like, share, and subscribe to my page, Eric the Exceptional Networker. Look below. I'm also including some great tools, free tools for you to pick up to help you in your business. Okay, and as always, be the exception and make it a great day.